Hi, it's Colleen Schmidt from Divination Counseling Service, here today to present the sign of Sagittarius for July 2021. So if you're a Sagittarius Sun, a Sagittarius Moon, or a Sagittarius Rising, there could be a message in this video for you today. Before I move into the card reading, I would like to say thank you for watching this video. And thank you to all my subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming one. And if you would, like, share, comment. I'd love to hear from you. So we're going to be looking at the Rider Waite Deck. We're going to be doing our Celtic Cross. I then take 3 cards that will clarify the reading to finish off creating a Celtic block. After I'm finished with our card reading, I'll come back and we will look at the asteroids that are moving through the sign of Sagittarius in the month of July 2021. In order to pin them down, I'm going to use the new moon of July 9th, 2021. So let's jump in and see what messages the cards have for the sign of Sagittarius for July 2021. So as always, we're going to allow the cards to choose the significator for Sagittarius. So let's see what they have to offer us. So we'll do our usual routine. I'm going to break the deck up into 3 piles. They feel like they've taken. So let's see what they've decided you're working with this month, Sagittarius. Well, it's an interesting card as a significator because this is a karma card. And a lot of times when it's upside down in particular, it's talking about how we're butting heads with people close to us. The interesting thing about a karmic relationship is it doesn't really alter once you're fighting or disagreeing, because oftentimes you're related. But it does talk about that struggle that you're having with somebody close to you. It can also be a struggle that you're having within your work field, and maybe even a sense that you are not doing what you feel you karmatically should. And it can mean all of the above. So we're going to leave our Knight of Cups there. What crosses you is 2 people. So it's a deal that either doesn't go through the way that you thought it would, or 2 people are separating. Okay, now it doesn't have to be a literal separation. It could be that somebody has to go away for a while. It could be that somebody's going in a different direction, but definitely looks like there's some kind of division coming, okay? Doesn't have to be for an argument either, but that's what you seem to be struggling about, okay? They go together. How interesting is that? The foundation is that there's no illusions here. There's no illusions, there's no disillusions. Everything is known. All the cards are on the table, as they say. When it's upside down, it's the opposite. There is illusion, disillusion. But this isn't. This is clarity. Lots of clarity. What's passing you is this sense of not being appreciated. Now, this is a self-love card also. And it makes me wonder if maybe you haven't been appreciating yourself. And it makes it a lot easier for other people not to appreciate you if you're having a hard time loving yourself. This is the card of being taken for granted, not being appreciated. What crowns the reading? The need to distance yourself, maybe from certain fractions or certain people. That's what the card reading is talking about. That even if it's somebody you love desperately, that it might be okay to take a moment away, to look at things differently, perhaps, and not to be influenced by others, but to go with it. But that card is about cutting things or people out of your life. And it can be a situation that's being cut out. It doesn't have to be a person. What's in front of you? A lot of support. The Knight of Pentacles, doing the right things for the right reasons. People that stand by you as you proceed on this journey, Sagittarius. You'll do what you have to do. You do what you have to do. That's the essence of that card. What you're bringing, or the negative aspect that you bring in, is the fact that decisions have not been made in your favor. They are not decisions you're happy with. You may not have anything to do with these decisions, but you are not happy with them. They don't work well for you. The external situation is that there's delays and postponements on things. That news is not always good. Now, the neat thing about Wand is that it is not a complete cancellation. It's generally some kind of delay. A delay or an obstacle. Right side up, of course, would be movement, would be good news. Things happening, connections being made. Here, upside down, there's delays on all that. It's like you want to move on, but you can't do it quite yet. Your hopes, your wishes. Well, you're in a waiting mode. Okay, so the accepting that things are changing, that a new cycle is getting ready to begin, but you're still in that transitionary period. That's a wish and a fear right there. First outcome, you're doing well. There are other people that will help you. You are being cheerleaded. There is a lot of support around you. This features younger people in particular. This features making those right connections. It is right side up. Great for the first outcome. Now I'm going to pull 3 cards to clarify the whole reading. Okay. So here we are. You could feel overwhelmed. This could be related to you. Maybe you're not trusting of the situation. There's a sense here that things can't be trusted, people can't be trusted. It could be that you're dealing with somebody who is not feeling well. This could be a man in particular. But realize that the pentacle is about support, physical support. And that when it's upside down, you don't have that. Okay? And this is verifying that. You don't have the physical support that you need. That things get really crazy and chaotic because you just really don't have the physical support you need. So it's not even talking so much about money as it's talking about the idea of having physical help. And it doesn't seem like that's coming, at least not yet. But the good news is new opportunities are coming. You're going to take them with both hands and there'll be no regrets. And that's where you are. You're at the point of taking those new opportunities and working with them. You know what you're dealing with. There's nothing hidden in these cards. There's no illusions. There is a feeling that not everyone will agree with you, particularly not the people closest to you, but you are taking new opportunities with both hands. It is time for you to move on. And that is exactly what you intend to do. 2 outcomes. Beautiful. Making those connections, doing what you know you need to do. And this is taking the connections and creating and taking advantage of those opportunities as they present themselves. Good for you, Sag. It looks like things are moving and it's good. Even if one of the cornerstones is that you're not happy with decisions, even made by other people. Yeah, you'll live with it. It's only temporary until you get to take a hold of that new opportunity with both hands. So let's see what the asteroids can add to this picture. So we're looking at the asteroids now that are running through the sign of Sagittarius. And the first thing up is that there's a lot going on where you just kind of feel like you're being held against your will in some respects, that you really do want to move on here. It's just not quite time yet. It's getting there. And in the interim, it does point out the fact that partnerships and the idea of fairness and relationships and fairness within relationships are also something that you're really contemplating a lot over the month of July. One of the things that you get here is that you want to be logical, but you're not always very excited about what's happening. Okay. So it's almost as though it's really hard for you because you are kind of like waiting for the timing to be better, for your energy to be better. And your energy will get better when things change. But one of the things I do see is news that's coming to you that might carry truth with it. And this truth is the kind of truth that sets you free. So there is a really good bit of news coming, and I do believe that ultimately that news will set you free. It will not be resolved right away, just like it says here, okay, that it's just not going to be done right away. There are some delays on it. There are things that you have to wait out, things that you have to see through. And I like the way it even put that way, that you literally see, okay, it's your eyes. It talks about how you are going to be able to actualize things. That's what this is about, that you are setting yourself up to be able to actualize what it is that you need and want. But it won't, again, it's not direct, it's not going to be easy, and it's not immediate. But it does seem to be starting to set itself up in this month of July. The other thing that kind of answers some of the questions about the karmic cards in the beginning are that sometimes it will seem, and just make sure I get this right, that how do I put this? The concept is here that people are not always logical, okay? That it's really important to retain one's logic. And here we go with stay logical, try not to be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Try not to be so emotional, so you're not so emotionally responsive. That in essence, that what you're trying to do here is retain your logic. But what happens is that you get, and this is a Sagittarian thing, so this is not surprising to see at all, is that you get so kind of excited about things that you're not as logical as you can be. And when you're not able to move forward, when you're not able to trust a situation, I think it's even worse. Varda, though, will set you free. That truth will set you free. I've talked about this before with Sagittarius. Be careful. Now, I know that sometimes it's you. And it's the card of, it's not the card, the asteroid of smiling, which is, people that smile, but they're not really smiling. Like behind that smile, they're cynical, critical, complaining, whatever. There is a lot of that. And one of the areas where you might see this featured, ironically, is with a partner, where they might not be completely honest about how they're feeling about something, where they're smiling on the outside, but inside they're being more critical. So look for that, but realize that it could be you, and it could be you doing it within a partnership as well. In other words, you're smiling and sure, everything's fine, but in your mind you're going, oh God, I can't wait till this is over. That kind of thing. So realize, Sagittarius, that timing isn't great this month. And that energy level could be a little bit lower because you are in the process of transition. But all transitions, but particularly this transition anyway, will take some time. And you want to make sure that you're doing it right, because it's more credible that way. And right now, it even the news that you're hearing, it's really important that it be credible, that the truth is credible, that the truth makes you more credible. There's some lessons in all of that. So in any event, be weary of the fact, first of all, that you are in a situation that might appear to be difficult. You're not out of it real quickly, and you do feel like, oh, I wish I could get out of here. I wish I could be done with this. I wish. It takes time, so be patient, Sagittarius. And I know that's tough for Sagittarius. I do. So in the meantime, hang in there, be well, take care of yourself. Thank you for watching this video. Share, like, and comment if you will. But most importantly, until we meet again, my Sagittarian friends, I wish you only happy reading.